Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Juventus director expected in London and wants Gabriel talks. Juventus directors Federico Cherubini is expected in London for meetings to hold talks over potential targets this summer, with Arsenal defender Gabriel Magalhaes one player on his radar, according to a report from Tuttosport. There has been plenty of talk from Italy in recent times concerning Gabriel and a potential move to Juventus, and it seems that speculation has ramped up in the last few days. In fact, reports claimed that Arsenal are open to selling Gabriel. The Brazilian, meanwhile, is said to be very keen on the idea of joining the old lady. And it would appear that Juve are looking to step up their pursuit. Cherubini is expected in London to hold talks with the agents of potential target. Paul Pogba is a key name on his radar, and Tuttosport reports that another of the players he's looking to make progress with is Gabriel. Arsenal want at least £51 million for the 24-year-old. Juve, meanwhile, want to offer Arthur in a swap deal. He's a player the Gunners have looked at. Reports claimed Edu agreed terms on a deal for the midfielder in January. However, the Arsenal hierarchy decided against sanctioning the move. Arsenal will be hopeful that Gabriel will want to stay. He's a key part of Arteta's plans. The Arsenal boss said he has an incredible future ahead, and the Gunners are definitely moving in the right direction. But it looks like it's Europa League football for Arsenal next year, so that may make their task of keeping their best players a little trickier. Juventus pursuing a move will not help. Keeping Gabriel would be a big boost before next season, so supporters will hope Cherubini's trip proves to be unsuccessful. Samuel Umtiti will be offered to Arsenal this summer. Samuel Umtiti will be offered to Arsenal this summer, with the Daily Star reporting that the Barcelona centre-back nearly joined the Gunners on loan during the January transfer window. The Gunners face missing out on a place in the top 4 in the Premier League. They now look set to finish 5th in the table and qualify for next year's Europa League. Obviously, that is a blow to their plans in the transfer market, but the fans will still be hoping for a number of significant arrivals over the coming month, and perhaps one of those to arrive will be a World Cup winner. The Daily Star reports that Barcelona plan to offer Umtiti to Arsenal. The report notes that he looked set to move to the Emirates on loan in January before an injury scuppered those hopes. Arsenal are long-time admirers of Umtiti, and Barca hope that their recent injury crisis at centre-back may help convince the Gunners to make a move for the 28-year-old. Umtiti has had a strange time at Barca. Obviously, there is no shame in not being a regular starter for the Catalan Giants. He has still made over 130 appearances for the club. However, it's unlikely to be a potential move that excites Arsenal fans. There was much surprise when Barcelona handed him a new contract earlier this season. Meanwhile, the Daily Star notes that there are doubts over William Saliba's future, so if Arteta decides to let him leave and is replaced by Umtiti, there is likely to be a lot of discontent. Arsenal face competition for top young target Aaron Hickey. Arsenal face second blow in as many days. Monday night wasn't an easy one for anyone related to Arsenal. The club failed to win at St James Park and now need a miracle to qualify in the Champions League. However, their current problems don't seem to stop on field. The Times claims that fellow Premier League outfit Brentford have entered the frame and are pushing to get the deal done for Arsenal transfer target Aaron Hickey. Multiple reports suggested recently that the Gunners are close to agreeing a fee for the young Scotsman. He was being seen as a versatile player who could have provided a solid backup to both Kieran Tierney and Takehiro Tomiyasu. However, Brentford entering the picture doesn't portray a good picture for the Gunners. It's not just the Bees who have shown a strong interest in the 19-year-old fullback. Newcastle United and Napoli are also believed to be tracking his situation at current club Bologna. Earlier reports suggesting that Hickey was one step away from joining the North London outfit are now thought to be far from the truth. The former Hearts man has quickly made a name for himself at Bologna since a €1.78 million move from Scotland in the summer of 2020. Since then, he has made 47 appearances for the Italian side, while also putting on the national colours of Scotland twice. The 19-year-old won Bologna's Golden Boy award in his first season with the club and has continued to improve this season, picking up 5 goals from 34 league appearances. It's still to be seen whether or not Arsenal will pursue the deal for Hakki if Brentford's interest ignites a bidding war for him. Arsenal make inquiry for Barcelona striker Memphis Depay. Arsenal have decided to make an inquiry concerning Memphis Depay as Mikel Arteta continues his push to sign a new forward this summer, according to a report from ABC in Spain. The Gunners must strengthen up front during the coming month. As things stand, both Alexandre Lacazette and Edin Ketia are said to be out of contract. The problem Arsenal now potentially face is that they look unlikely to be able to offer a Champions League next year. The battle for fourth in the Premier League is no longer in their hand, so it will be interesting to see which names they are still confident in pursuing. They have been linked with some hugely exciting target, and perhaps one of those who will excite some of the Arsenal fan base is Depay. Reports have previously claimed that the Gunners have spoken to Barcelona about him amid the Catalan giants' interest in Gabriel Magalhaes. Obviously, Arsenal fans will want Gabriel to stay, but it would appear that the Gunners' interest in the Dutchman remains. ABC, via Daily Express, is reporting that Arsenal have made an inquiry for Depay. Depay could be a reasonably low-cost option this summer. His contract with Barcelona expires at the end of next season, so they may well want to listen to any serious offer for their player this summer. He has had some success at the Camp Nou, scoring 12 times in La Liga, and his record with Lyon before that was absolutely outstanding. He's a world-class player with plenty to prove in the Premier League, so if Barca open the door for the 28-year-old to leave, perhaps the chance to move to Arsenal will appeal to Depay this summer. Tottenham may now lead Youri Tielemans' race. Tottenham may now lead the Premier League race to sign Youri Tielemans, with the previous reports claiming that he was growing increasingly confident of joining Arsenal this summer, but on one condition. Spurs are now on the brink of booking their ticket to next season's Champions League. They have overtaken Arsenal in the race for fourth spot in the Premier League, and with the Gunners' defeat to Newcastle on Monday, Mikel Arteta's men have thrown away their game in hand. That means that all Tottenham need on the final day is a point, and the team standing between them and that result is bottom side Norwich City. Certainly, plenty of Arsenal fans will be throwing in the towel at this stage, and with that, Gunners fans will fear that they may be forced to set their sights slightly lower in the transfer window this summer. It's a massive blow, particularly with some players seemingly well on their way towards joining, and one of those who seemed to be on the verge was Tielemans. In fact, reports claimed that both Arsenal and Tielemans had started to expect a £40 million move to the Emirates to go through. However, there was one important catch. The incredible Belgian wants to play in the Champions League, and if Arsenal miss out on qualifying, Real Madrid planned to make a move, according to The Sun. At the time, it seemed unlikely that Arsenal would need to worry about that, but just 10 days later, it seemed that Tielemans will have to move elsewhere if he wants to play in Europe's premier competition, and that's why Tottenham may now lead the race. Reports have suggested that Antonio Conte's men also want the Leicester City star. In fact, they apparently view him as a bigger priority than Christian Eriksen. Gabriel Jesus may still join Arsenal even if they aren't in the Champions League. Arsenal are reportedly keen to sign Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City this summer, but the lack of Champions League football has been viewed by many as a deal breaker. The Gunners were in pole position to finish fourth just last week. However, back-to-back defeats at the hands of Tottenham and Newcastle United have pushed them down to fifth in the league table. The only way Arsenal can get back into the Champions League is if they beat Everton on the final day of the season and Tottenham lose to already relegated Norwich City. That's extremely unlikely. Gabriel Jesus has played Champions League football for Manchester City in every single season that he has been with them. He's a top quality striker, and it's hard to believe that he will agree to join a Europa League club in the summer, especially after how good he has been recently. However, all hope is not lost for Arsenal and Gunners supporters. The Sun claimed today that Jesus' representatives have made it clear to them that although Champions League football is a huge attraction, they haven't ruled out a move to the Emirates even if the Gunners will be in the Europa League next term. That is a massive boost. Missing out on the Champions League will be a huge blow for Arsenal, considering that qualification was in their own hands. However, if you look at where they were after the first 3 games of the season, they deserve immense praise for getting this close. Securing Champions League football would have boosted their chances of signing top quality players, but if the reports is to be believed, they still have a big chance of getting a deal for Jesus done. It's still not certain that Jesus will sign for Arsenal this summer, but the Gunners have reportedly tabled a £42.4 million bid already, which shows they are really serious about securing his services. Romano says Arsenal want Ilkay Gundogan. Fabrizio Romano has claimed that Arsenal want Ilkay Gundogan this summer, insisting that there is a serious chance that the midfielder could leave Manchester City at the end of the season. Gandugan is heading into the final year of his contract at the Etihad Stadium. The Daily Mail reported this week that Manchester City have informed the Germany international that he can leave this summer. Gandugan has featured 42 times in all competitions for the Citizen this term, and Romano has suggested that talks between City and the 31-year-old's representative, but there are plenty of admirers. Romano has suggested that Klopp in Germany want Gandugan, as do Barcelona, but he also added that Arsenal are in the running for the former Borussia Dortmund star. However, there is a problem for Arsenal. Romano added that reaching the Champions League is likely to decide whether the Gunners are able to pursue Gandugan. Obviously, it's currently looking highly unlikely that Arsenal will finish fourth in the Premier League. Anyway, it could be a serious coup if Arsenal could take Gandugan to the Emirates. And clearly, the history Mikel Arteta has with Manchester City is influencing some of the targets the club have this summer. They have been heavily linked with Gabriel Jesus, and reports have claimed that they also want Raheem Sterling. It does appear that Arsenal face an uphill battle trying to sign Gandugan given their defeat on Monday night, but he's an incredible player who has stepped up for City on a number of occasions in recent years, so Arsenal may not be ready to admit defeat even if they fall short of finishing fourth. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.